Hey, what's up YouTube? It's the Crazy Commentator here with my second video, and before I start the live story, I want to thank you guys for all the support you guys got on my first video. We had over 250 views, we had almost 10 likes, I think 8 or 9 likes. I'm really happy with that, and I got a crazy live story for you guys today in honor of how close we got to 10 likes and how many views we hit. That is absolutely insane for a first video on a channel that nobody's even heard of before. So today we're going to be talking about the time that we got basically detained by the French police. Yeah, you heard that right, French police. So over the summer, so this is the summer 2015, we went on our family went on a trip to Europe, and it was absolutely awesome. I loved it. We went to London and Paris. We saw all the sights, everything. I personally love London more. Nothing against Paris. Paris is absolutely awesome, but rest in peace to the souls of the 2 terrorist attacks. I have to say that if I mention Paris, I'm so sorry that stuff happened. But we actually went in the summer, and Paris is an awesome place. Don't get me wrong, but London, amazing. Alright, so we're in Paris, and Paris is very similar to New York. And New York, you have a whole lot of subway systems, and it's the same thing in Paris, tons of subways. So what happens is our family's there. I think it's the 3rd or 4th day, because we went, I think, on 2 5-day trips. We went to London for 5 days and to Paris for 5 days. So this is the 3rd or 4th day. I think it was the 4th, because I think it was the last night we were gonna spend there. I'm not sure. So what happens though is we always to get on the subways, you have to get a subway ticket, which is common sense. So we get our tickets, and what's funny is I had an old expired ticket in my pocket, and in France you use the subway for everything. Like, I mean, you can use taxis for a few things, but mostly it's just subways. So I get down there, and they have these gates where you just hold up your ticket and it'll let you in. So what was weird is I had an expired one, and I thought it would be funny to see if it actually would work. And it actually worked. So the gate opens on the expired ticket for some reason, and that's weird because the tickets that are expired don't work. So I'm like, what the heck? Well, that's awesome. So then what happens is I'm like, oh, okay, so I'm just gonna use this ticket. So I don't know how, but I think, oh yeah, here's what happened. My mom took my ticket and she just used it anyway, and she's she used it, and then she's like, oh, I don't need it. So she threw it out because we all had a ticket. So we get on the train, or sorry, subway. So we get to where we're supposed to go. We get out of the subway. I want to say train so bad, I don't know why. So we get out of the train, and what we didn't know, and this hadn't happened, and we've been there for 3 or 4 days, we've heard of police checking people to see if they're jumping trains or jumping subways. Why do I keep saying trains? Subways. And there's a huge free rider problem because there is some poverty in Paris. Not gonna lie, it is a little disturbing, but these things are how the world is. So of course they have police everywhere checking to see if they have the tickets, and we haven't seen this in 3 to 4 days, so we were surprised. So the one time I used an expired ticket, there were police checking for tickets. So what they did is we got off the subway, we went down, imagine it was, if you've played Watch Dogs, you got like subway platforms. So we went down, so how it worked is you had one platform, then you had stairs going down to the street. So we get off, we go down the stairs, and right when we hit the second set of stairs, there are police with one of the they use something to scan the tickets. They're literally waiting for people to, and they're scanning the tickets. So we were there, we're just like, oh no. Because like my dad and my brother were like, oh cool, because they didn't know that my mom threw out my actual ticket. I was using an expired ticket because she was the only one that knew, because they were already ahead of us. And so I was freaking out, she was freaking out. So they take my ticket, they ring it, and they see it's expired. It wasn't for the subway, and they got so angry. They're just like, this is an expired ticket, you cannot use it. I'm sorry, I have a terrible French accent. I don't mean to offend anybody. You know what, I'm just gonna speak my American accent. Or, I am an American, never mind. So, I'm speaking, they're just like, hey, this isn't for this train, subway, you guys are gonna stay with us. And we're just like, no, this is crazy. And so my mom starts fighting with the guy. My dad and I both realized that It is my ticket too. My dad and I both realized that we're Americans in a foreign country, and I don't know France's laws. Now, I think France, for the most part, their government is they're civilized, okay? They're civilized. So I'm not sure, because I mean, I've seen the movies and all that, and I was freaking out. We were all freaking out, and I'm like, Mom, look, these guys this isn't America. I mean, we don't know what they can do to us, because we're not citizens either, so we're not sure what's going to go down. So eventually what we did is you could tell with what I said before about France having poverty would definitely play into this factor. A lot of people think, though, the police in France are really corrupt, and I think it is a problem, and they're basically trying to get us out of our money. So they made us pay, I think it was a 50 € fine. I'm not sure. It was really, really bad, and my dad got so mad at me, but my mom was mad at the people. Like, she wasn't mad at me. She was mad at the people for this fine, and then it's absolutely ridiculous. And I guess I could see some purpose in that, but that was absolutely crazy. So we literally had to stay with them for like an hour and a half, and we're fighting with them for that long. It was just a huge argument. We're just like, we're trying to get out of here. And after that, the evening, we eventually got out after paying the fine, and the evening was just, it was really awkward. I mean, we still enjoyed it a little bit, but I mean, you could just tell the mood wasn't where it needed to be for vacation. So we just went back, I think it was our 4th day looking back on it. So we had a pretty decent last day, and then we flew home. Simple as that. And I'll always remember that story, and I'll tell my kids that, I'll tell my grandkids that. It's just a really, really funny story, and this is in honor of getting over 250 views, almost 10 likes. Guys, I want to get this up to 10 likes, because I got some crazy stories. If we get 10 likes, you'll get an absolutely crazy story. You know what? 15 likes. Can we do 15? Please, I'm begging you people. 15 likes. Can we do that? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this life story. Please smash that sub button if you enjoyed. Hit the like button while you're at it. Hope you guys have a good one. See ya.